Well, first of all, please stop smoking. You're in court. Right? If we're in the courthouse, you wouldn't be smoking, right? Mr. Michaelik, you're smoking. Please stop. Essentially, you're improperly passing them.
Technically,
right?
I'm not. Technically, I'm not. That's
Sir,
what I don't understand.
If a whole bunch of people rob the bank and then you rob the bank, that doesn't mean you're allowed to rob the bank. Right?
Good thinking. Good thinking.
We're all set here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll bring your money. Greedy bastards.
All right.
Are you done?
Yes, sir, unless you want to be held in contempt of court.
Oh man, do we have an absolute entitled brat today. This dude literally shows up to court smoking, like he's lounging on his couch instead of appearing before a judge. It's one of the fastest ways to show the entire court you don't respect anything about the process. And just when you think the disrespect stops there, he starts arguing over the plain, undisputed facts of the case. This man clearly violated traffic laws, but somehow believes the laws are wrong and he's right. If he ever became a judge, I'd start praying for anybody who lived within 20 miles of his courthouse. He genuinely thinks he can create his own traffic rules like he's in some alternate reality where laws just bend around him. Spoiler alert, that's not how laws work. That's how YouTube comment sections work. The judge gives him every single chance to slow down and be reasonable, but some people are committed to the crash. Today's the day he learns that the law doesn't care how confident you are, it cares about what you did. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Officer, if you want to explain your issuing of this citation.
I was traveling southbound on North Main Street. Ahead of me was the defendant. He pulled into the parking spot on the street to go around the vehicles in front of him. I was able to catch up with the defendant and made the traffic stop.
All right. Mr. Michaelik, what is it you wish to tell me?
Okay, I got an illegal passing on the right because I crossed the white line of the unused parking spot at the time. I didn't necessarily think
that's not a lane of travel, so you can't use it as a lane of travel.
I understand that. I wasn't necessarily using it as a lane of travel. I see people do it countless times throughout the day. It's discouraged but not prohibited to cross a white line in a safe manner.
Okay, but here's the problem. The other cars that's sitting at that red light, well, first of all, please stop smoking. You're in court. Right? If we're in the courthouse, you wouldn't be smoking, right? Mr. Michaelik, you're smoking. Please stop. Are you going to acknowledge?
That I was smoking or that I stopped?
Both. Either one. Your pick.
It's been acknowledged.
This man is the absolute definition of what not to do in court. He comes in acting like he owns the place, like the court is some open mic night where he gets to test out his comedy routine. He's grinning, smirking, literally smiling at the camera like he's on FaceTime with his buddies. Just because the hearing is happening over Zoom doesn't mean the rules suddenly disappear. If anything, judges are harsher on Zoom because disrespect is 10 times easier to spot. But not this guy. He thinks he's bulletproof. He genuinely believes nothing he says or does has consequences, which is hilarious considering he's already in court for breaking the rules. And his defense is, well, other people do it. That might be the worst legal argument of all time. Imagine telling a judge, well, other people rob banks, so why can't I? The law doesn't work like a kindergarten classroom where everyone gets equal crayons. It doesn't matter if 10 people did it or 10,000. You got caught and you're responsible. Also, let's talk about what he actually did. He passed cars using the shoulder of the road, a spot meant for parked cars, emergency vehicles, or people dealing with breakdowns. That's not a travel lane, that's a public safety zone. If someone was getting out of their car or if a kid walked around the door, this genius would have turned a traffic ticket into a felony. And you really think a judge is going to listen to your "but other people do it" speech? While he's sitting there with a law degree? This judge went to school longer than this guy probably stayed at any job. You don't walk into court pretending you graduated from Google Law School and start debating the literal person who decides your sentence. At some point, the judge gives him 100 different chances to shut up and take the ticket, but he just keeps running that mouth. And every sentence makes it worse. You can feel the judge mentally counting to 10, so he doesn't slam that contempt of court button I promise you, this man is one sentence away from turning a $110 ticket into a weekend in jail.
Essentially, you're improperly passing them.
Technically,
Right.
I'm not. Technically, I'm not.
Well, we can argue semantics. Mr. Michaelak, what you did is an
Mahalik,
improper
sir.
pass on the
Mahalik.
right.
Mahalik.
Okay. Well, you didn't correct me before now, so I was assuming I said it right. Mr. Mahalik, I would find you responsible on this citation. You do have a right to go to formal hearing. Do you understand your rights on appeal?
I don't understand why I'm being ticketed when I see multiple people do it every single day. That's
Sir,
what I don't
if
understand.
a whole bunch of people rob the bank and then you rob the bank, that doesn't mean you're allowed to rob the bank. Right?
Good thinking. Good thinking. If everybody jumped off a bridge, would I jump off a bridge too?
No, sir. That
You're gonna
is
use that one, right?
That is a lousy analogy. That would be what a not
So was
smart
yours,
person would
so
say.
was yours.
Because
Yours was
that's
a
not
lousy
the same
analogy.
thing. One is breaking a law, and if you see everybody else do it, you're allowed to do it. The other one, jumping off a bridge,
I don't feel
is
like I
just kind
broke
of
the
a
law.
dumb example to come up with. But we're all set here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll bring your money. Greedy bastards.
All right.
Are you done?
Yes, sir. Unless you want to be held in contempt of court
What?
for the language you're using in court on the record.
They had to hunt me down over 1.5 miles and run up on me to give me the ticket that I performed a safe maneuver on. That don't make sense to me.
Because you may call it a safe maneuver, but it is a traffic violation.
If it wasn't
We're all
safe,
set, sir.
if it
Thank you.
The magistrate imposed a fine of $110, which Mahalik later paid. The case is now closed.
Thank you, officer. They're not always like that. Is that your first one?
It is my
It's
first
not-
one.
It's not usually like that. Don't worry.
I'm honestly shocked at this judge's level of patience. If I were in that seat, this case would have ended the moment he opened his mouth and started smiling like a sitcom character. The judge let him talk, explain, argue, insult the court, and still didn't hit him with contempt. That's Olympic level restraint. This man was literally smoking in court while arguing that the laws don't apply to him, which is insane because the whole reason he's here is to deal with breaking the law in the first place. And the craziest part, his fine is only $110. People get bigger tickets for tapping the gas pedal a little too hard in a school zone, for showing up smoking, acting like the court was beneath him, and trash-talking the judge. He got off unbelievably easy. Some courtrooms would have turned that attitude into an overnight jail stay so fast his cigarette would have gone out. And honestly, this judge might have just taught him a bigger lesson by letting him embarrass himself on record rather than throwing him in a cell. Because sometimes public humiliation sticks longer than a jail bar. But let me know what you think. Should the judge have hit him with contempt, or did he handle it perfectly? Either way, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.